Hello friends, my name is Radha. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the scalability of Scrum. Today's topic is very interesting and I hope that you would like this video. So let's start. First of all, I would request you please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. The scalability of a Scrum. Now first of all, the question is, what is Scrum actually? Scrum is a framework which we use for managing the software or IT projects. It is a project management approach where whenever we are implementing projects, like for example, you have to implement websites, you have to implement the e-commerce solution. So what we do, we divide the project into multiple chunks so that it can be easily managed, and then we use the approach of a Scrum by using the sprint approach, and we deliver the project. So it is a very high level overview of the Scrum. Now what is the concept of scalability of Scrum actually? Friend, remember that normally many people think that Scrum is a framework which we use to implement small size projects, in which the team size is very reduced, is not very high, and the complexity of project is not very high. So for example, if you want to implement a website solution, or for example you want to implement e-commerce solution, so many people think that it is used for small size projects, which is complexity level is low and team size is also low. However, it is not true. You can use Scrum for other projects as well, in which the complexity level is high and the team size is also high. Also the it depends that if you want to scale the Scrum, scalability means that you want to use it in a big projects where the things are more complex, and this team size is also large. So in that types of project you can also use the Scrum as well. Now the scalability of a Scrum, when to scale. The question is when to scale when to scale. In a small Scrum projects, there is an adequate scope for the self-organizing Scrum team members to collaborate among themselves. The problem starts when team size expands and when there is a coordination required between multiple teams. Scalability in Scrum can occur at three levels: projects, programs, and portfolio. Then now the question is that how to do the scalability in Scrum. To do the scalability in Scrum, we have a concept of Scrum of a Scrum. Scrum of Scrum means that, friend, like for example, you are normally the Scrum team size is 4 to 5 team member. Now for example, the Scrum size team size is very high, and you have to, for example, there are 20 team members. So what you can do, like you can make three team members, three team groups, and divide the 20 team members in three groups. Every group will have their own and every team has a Scrum master. So what you would do, that Scrum of Scrum concept is that, like we do the meetings, like each Scrum team, like if for example there would be three Scrum teams now. Okay, so every team is doing coordination among themselves. They are working on their sprints. Sprint 2, Scrum team 1 is working on sprint 1. The Scrum team 2 is working on another sprint, and Scrum 3 team is working on another sprint. So every team is working on their own Scrum, and then a Scrum master from team 1, then a Scrum master from team 2, and then a Scrum master from team 3. They are coordinating among themselves. They are having the meeting which is called as Scrum of Scrum. In that meeting they are discussing the problems, issues, what they are facing, what they are going to do next, and how they are tackling the issue. So the thing is that Scrum of Scrum means that, like you imagine that this is the concept of scalability, because now we have divided these teams into groups, and each team is working there for their own Scrum, for their own sprint and Scrum, and the Scrum master from each team is basically they are doing the not necessary Scrum master, any other team member can also do the Scrum of Scrum meeting. In the Scrum of Scrum meeting, they are focusing on the issues, problems, what they are doing, what they are facing issues, what they are going to do next. So in that way they can manage the project accordingly. So in the normally the questions which arise in the Scrum meeting: what has my team been working on since the last meeting? what will my team do until the next meeting, what were the other team counting on our team to finish that remain undone, what is our team planning on doing that might affect other teams, etc. So these types of questions are basically discussed in the Scrum of Scrum meeting. The purpose of that, everyone will be aware what actually happening, what's going next, and how things will be moving forward. So Scrum of Scrum meeting, by Scrum of Scrum we can do the scalability in the Scrum framework. So thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching the video. Thank you.